square x square. Is it? So this plus minus will be cancel out. So it will be half m omega square a square. That is your total energy. So you can write this total energy is nothing but what? Half of m v max square, because we know that V max is equal to A omega. So V max is equal to A omega. So V max square is equal to A square omega square. So this is the required equation of total energy of particle performing a section, where M, omega and A are constant. So we can say that this total energy is proportional to what? Mass omega square into A square. So if we have to write in terms of frequency, so we know that omega is equal to 2 pi n. So it will be half of m 2 pi n bracket square into a square. So it will be half of m 4 pi square n square into a square. So if you divide it by 2, it will be 2m pi square n square into a square. We know that n is equal to 1 upon t. Again you can write this equation 2m pi square a square upon 1 upon t square. This is also required equation. Equation 6, equation 7. All these are the equations of total energy of particle performing a section. So from this equation we can say that this energy is directly proportional to the mass, directly proportional to the square of amplitude, directly proportional to the square of frequency, and inversely proportional to the square of period. So from this we can say two cases, okay, which will be at mean position and which will be at extreme position. So we will see its one by one case. So first it will be at mean position. So I will write here special cases. Okay. First it will be at mean position. We know that at mean position x is equal to 0. Okay. And velocity is maximum. Velocity is maximum at mean position. So we know that kinetic energy will be what? Maximum. Okay. Kinetic energy will be what? Maximum, that is half m omega square a square. And potential energy will be 0 because x is 0. Then second, okay, extreme position. At extreme position. So when we will see about extreme position, then x is equal to plus or minus a. So we know that potential energy will be maximum, that it will be half m omega square a square, and kinetic energy will be 0 at extreme position. So from these equations we can say that this particle will be oscillate, okay, between the mean to extreme, again mean, again extreme to the mean. So it will oscillate between the kinetic energy and potential energy. So at mean position energy is totally kinetic. At mean position energy is totally kinetic. At extreme position energy is totally what? Potential energy. Is it? Again we have to see next case, okay, which is at kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. So what it will be? We know that kinetic energy is nothing but half m omega square then a square minus x square is equal to half m omega square a square. Is it? So if we have to calculate the value of x, okay, so you can calculate the value of x, that is x is equal to, from this equation we can calculate x is equal to a upon under root of 2. We know that x is equal to a under root of 2, okay, which will be plus or minus also, okay. If you consider plus, it will be along right side, okay, minus it will be along left side. So if you put this x equal to plus minus a, okay, in kinetic energy, okay, now we know the value of kinetic energy again, okay. So what is kinetic energy? Okay, kinetic energy is equal to half m omega square a square minus x square. So if you put x equal to a by 2, its value will be half m omega square a square minus a square by 2. So it will be half m omega square, it will be 2a square minus a square upon 2. So 2 minus 1, it will be 1. So half of m omega square into a square into whole divided by 2. So this will be your what? Again total energy. So it will be energy divided by 2. Okay, which is your kinetic energy, which is also your potential energy. Okay, and next, that is last, it will be what? At x is equal to plus minus a by 2, this position if you consider, okay, then your potential energy will be what? Potential energy is equal to half k x square. Okay, now if you put x equal to a by 2, so what it will be? A by 2 bracket square, so it will be half of k a square into 1 by 4. So again this is nothing but your total energy, so which is equal to E by 4, which is potential energy. Is it? So I can write in terms of kinetic energy and potential energy also. Kinetic energy nothing but what? Half m omega square a square minus x square. So half of m omega square a square, x equal to what? A by 2, a square by 2 square. So it will be half of m omega square a square minus a square by 4. So this will be half of m omega square. So 4a square minus a square, it will be 3a square by 4. Is it? And we can write this equation like this: half of m omega square a square. And again we know that this is nothing but your energy. Okay, this is value of E. Okay, and what is E by 4? Okay, if you consider this is your equation A. Okay, so this will be 3 into E by 4. So E by 4 nothing but your potential energy. So 3 into potential energy, which is equal to simple pendulum. We know that there are two types of pendulum. One is a ideal pendulum and another one is a practical pendulum. So ideal pendulum is a heavy particle suspended by a massless, inextensible, flexible string from a rigid support. And practical pendulum is what? A small heavy sphere or bomb suspended by a light and inextensible string from a rigid support. So these are nothing but two types of pendulum. One is the ideal and another one is a practical pendulum. Now, distance between the point of suspension and center of gravity of bob is nothing but length. This is point of suspension and this is bob. So L is the length of that pendulum. Small m is the mass of this pendulum. And T dash be the tension. This T dash be the tension in the string. So pendulum remains in equilibrium at this position O to A. It will be at equilibrium position or rest position. So with the center of gravity of the bob, okay, below the point of suspension, point O. Now we have to displace a pendulum through a small angle, that is theta, with some angular amplitude. This will be your angular amplitude in terms of some angle theta. And release it. So it begins to oscillate on either side of mean position and equilibrium position. This is mean position, this is equilibrium position. So it will oscillate like this: mean position, extreme position, mean position, extreme position. Now we shall now show that Bob performed SHM about mean position for small angular amplitude, that is theta. So force or tension T dash due to the string directed along the string or the support, and this weight mg which is in the downward direction. So tension T dash which is in upward direction and weight mg in downward direction. So extreme position, there should not be net force on the string. At extreme position no force, but component of mg can revolve two components. One is a mg sin theta, another one is a mg cos theta. So we know that by using trigonometry we can resolve them. Now component mg cos theta is along the string. Mg cos theta is along the string, and mg cos theta is perpendicular to the string. So this is string and which is perpendicular to the mg cos theta. Now the restoring force acting on mass tending to return to the equilibrium position. If you release this pendulum from this extreme position, due to restoring force, again it will come to the mean position. So restoring force I will write here. Restoring force F is equal to minus mg sin theta. Again we can say that where this force and this angle will be in opposite direction. Okay, weight mg will be in opposite direction, where theta is a very small. Theta is very small. So sin theta, which is approximately is equal to theta. So F is equal to a minus mg theta. Okay, we know that theta is equal to what? X upon L. Okay, theta is nothing but x. This will be your x term. Okay, which is amplitude. Okay, what is theta? Theta is nothing but angle. Angle is what? Arc length. Arc length upon radius. If you consider this is your whole circle, okay, so this will be your arc length and this will be your radius. So this equation 2 becomes F is equal to minus mg x upon L, which is your equation 3. F equal to minus mg x upon L, where mg and L are constant and only x term is varying. So F is proportional to the minus x. Again, force and displacement are in opposite direction. So Bob will perform a simple harmonic motion, okay, with smaller amplitude. So again, it will consider as a period of oscillation of pendulum. So I will write that period of pendulum, that is capital T. So we know that T is equal to nothing but 2 pi upon omega. Okay, and we know that 2 pi upon omega. Omega is nothing but what? Acceleration per unit displacement, that is nothing but omega. So we know that F equal to minus mg x upon L. Again F is equal to ma. Put this value in this equation. Okay, again this equation is nothing but your third equation. So ma is equal to minus mg x upon L, where will cancel out. So again here I will write acceleration is equal to minus gx upon L, and acceleration per unit displacement is equal to g upon L. Okay, I will remove that minus sign and I will write it is in magnitude. So acceleration per unit displacement is equal to what? G upon L. So again, if you put this value in this equation, which will be your equation number 5, so T is equal to 2 pi upon, okay, whatever will be this term, acceleration per unit displacement, so it will be G upon L. So this equation will become T is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G, which is required equation of pendulum. This is the expression of time period for simple pendulum. So there are three assumptions. First, amplitude of oscillation is very small, okay, at least 20 times smaller than the length. Then length of string is large. This length should be large, and during oscillation the bob moves a single vertical plane. Okay, bob should be move in single vertical plane. So we know that n is equal to 1 upon t, and 1 upon t is nothing but 1 upon 2 pi under root L upon G is required that term. So period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to the L and inversely proportional to the acceleration due to gravity. And one more thing, so we know that seconds pendulum is nothing but what? Whose period is 2 seconds. T is equal to 2 seconds. So if you put this in this equation 6, so it will be 2 is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G. 2 will get cancelled out. So it will be pi L upon G, which is in under root. If you remove square root, it will be pi So second pendulum is nothing but what? T equal to 2 seconds, whose period is 2 seconds. So this equation 6 becomes what? Okay, T equal to 2 seconds. So 2 equal to 2 pi under root L upon G. Okay, so squaring on both sides, it will be 1 is equal to pi square L upon G, where L is equal to G upon pi square. So by using this relation, okay, which is equation number 7, by using this relation we can find the length of second pendulum at a place. If we know the acceleration due to gravity at that place, okay, so we can calculate the LS, that is the length of seconds pendulum. So it can be used to determine the acceleration due to gravity at that place.